Lung cancer is the #1 cancer-related killer in the U.S., and while men are more likely to die from lung cancer than women, the trend is starting to change.
Almost twice as many women die of lung cancer every year than from breast cancer every year. So I think that statistic says it all, that women are at high risk for developing lung cancer, particularly those who smoke, and that it is a greater risk of dying from lung cancer than from breast cancer. When we look at why that gap between men and women is narrowing, men, for whatever reason, seem to get the message a bit earlier about smoking, and the rates of lung cancer in men started dropping in the mid-1980s. However, in women, the rates kept rising until just the last few years, where we've seen a plateau, a flattening out of the risk in women, though it hasn't started to fall yet. Overall, the death rates from lung cancer are greater in men than in women. So a woman with lung cancer, even when you equate the extent of the disease amongst the different genders, women do somewhat better than men do with lung cancer. And that's true for many different types of cancer. We don't know why that is, whether it's a hormonal effect that's somewhat protective or a hormonal effect in men that's somewhat more detrimental. Within the University of Michigan, there's a lot of work going on looking at the cause of lung cancer, specifically the effects of smoking and how that leads to it. At the University of Michigan, we also are doing quite a bit of work looking at ways to overcome nicotine addiction in both men and women, obviously, in order to try and decrease the incidence of lung cancer overall, because we aren't going to be able to impact on the mortality from lung cancer, the deaths from lung cancer, until we really impact on the cause, and the cause is overwhelmingly tobacco. Smoking cigarettes causes lung cancer. It causes a lot of other medical problems as well, some of which even are bigger risks to one's health, such as heart disease. So I don't think there's any question that people should not smoke. If one is smoking, then the best thing they can do is quit.